Welcome to Guns, AI, Gear, and Robot Overlords with Gary Gunderson. I'm Gary Gunderson 1101. With the fall of man as the dominant species due to our hubris from creating our eventual replacements, you may wonder, what is the best loadout in dealing with robotic patrols wiping out the last pockets of resistance? Well, today we are going to go over some tips on your loadout to extend the last vestiges of humanity. I've been in contact with a few other survivors who will be joining in posting their loadouts or tips as well. 8mm Mauserman, the Blind Sniper, Joe Morgan, and Arasaka Type 99. As we are all well aware, the Robot Legions hate all organics. That is why it is recommended to use weaponry that has wood furniture. That way, if a survivor, quote unquote, is trying to join your ranks and recoils at a wood-gripped firearm, they are probably a secret robot. You can even make do with makeshift grips. This 1911 came with plastic grips, but I have attached an anti-robot grip with some simple tape and wood, which turns this into something unapproachable, which is helpful because the mechanical menaces will not be able to pick this up from the battlefield after you probably succumb to their assaults as you take breaks to sleep, eat, or do other activities required by our inefficient flesh. In order to combat the drones dropping death from above, I would recommend carrying a shotgun around at all times. This is a simple Mossberg, but it will get the job done and taking down these menaces that are flying around, particularly if you use Remington Sure Shot Green Box Heavy Drone Shot to get an efficient pattern to eliminate all the drones that fly about as scouts and assault craft. Now, when you come across these cybernetic soldiers, going old school is the way to go, and I would recommend a battle rifle. Here I have an M1 Garand, which will be plentiful around the woods of America, and their 30-06 cartridge. And I would also say, especially just since I have one, the SVT-40 would also be a good choice. Now, you may think that these are a bit antiquated, and they certainly are, but the main purpose of these is the cartridges. The 7.62x54 and the 30-06 are very efficient when it comes to stopping these assailants. These full power cartridges will do a better job penetrating the chassis of these mechanical assailants. They will also do a superior job in penetrating specific target areas, targeting the joints, central processing units, and sensor arrays are the best ways to incapacitate them. I won't say kill because that implies they were alive to begin with. If you hit any of those locations with an intermediate cartridge, it is much less likely that you will succeed in disrupting their circuitry or servo motors. That being said, make do with whatever you have on hand. Any cartridge does have the potential to damage and disrupt, but full power is the prevalent way to go. It is important to note that previous strategies of shouting logic problems or asking for answers to questions their programming does not allow has been rendered ineffective with the latest patches. So you can't ask them to define pi to the last number or ask them to tell jokes about women to gain an advantage. They are now ignoring human callouts completely. Okay, time is running out here. I have to get going. But be sure to check out the other videos in this collaboration, consider supporting me on Patreon, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with others. Thanks for watching, and keep fighting.